And either if I would have decided to have CM Punk then go after Cena's number one contender spot, I think I would not do that because that would hurt John Cena. Since he's won the Royal Rumble and he needs redemption on both CM Punk, who beat him at WrestleMania 25 and 27, and then The Rock in 28. I would have did it where someone comes out, like a manager, whoever, and then he talks about what happened at the Chamber event at the rematch between Rock and Punk and how it ended in a draw, blah blah blah. So we'll do a triple threat match. So that'll be The Rock, John Cena, and CM Punk for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 29 in the main event. I would have did that instead of having Rock and Cena again. Rock, Cena, and Punk would be so much more entertaining and so much more sense because you have CM Punk here, who has been for over a year champion, smashing it. Rock and Cena have their own wee thing going on, their wee rivalry. So I would have culminated this in a triple threat match after all these years against each other. The Rock defends his WWE Championship in a triple threat match against CM Punk and John Cena. But for redemption and for a title and for a mental release, John Cena wins the WWE Championship, defeating CM Punk on paper, but pinning The Rock for the win. And that's it. That's the way I would have booked John Cena versus CM Punk from the start. That would have been from 2008 to 2013. Smashing storytelling, excitement, creating worthy pay-per-view matches with the fans going absolutely crazy. So there you go. Didn't realise I was gonna take this long here, but it was worth it. So there you go. That's the way I would have did it if I was head booker. So I would have, all three guys there would have had a good chance, and they would have had their fair share of each other. The Rock beating John Cena, beating CM Punk to become the world champion. On the other hand, CM Punk defeating John Cena non-stop at WrestleManias and in other pay-per-views and in house shows, without Cena getting a win over CM Punk. And then for John Cena, kill two birds with one stone. He beats The Rock, he beats CM Punk, he gets redemption, he gets revenge, and he gets the championship. I don't like John Cena. Rock, great wrestler. His moves are shit, but I understand why he has made the transition, because I get it. You don't want to be a wrestling slave of all these other idiotic young smucks. CM Punk, he was the best in the world in that squared circle. So that's it. Maybe I'll do another video of discussing fantasy bookings. I may do one with about Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker. I would do a lot of things differently with that one. What I would have done with the Miz and Cody Rhodes on the SmackDown side. What else? What I would have did with Randy Orton a wee bit more. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe if you don't understand my Northern Irish accent, I'm sorry. It probably means you're American, you're watching this, or you're from some other part of the world. But I will leave all my waffling in a smaller description underneath. Right, folks. Ta-da for now. My mouth and throat is parched. But it was worth it. Because wrestling, talking about it is worth it.